Mic check, mic check.
Yeah, gorgeous.
I'm here with T Glove.
You dig? I told you the premise, the discussion premise.
If you did, I forgot, bro.
Okay.
I promise you. But I'm with it. I'm like, trust me. Whatever you want to go, I can go with you.
Okay.
Yeah, however you want to go.
I mean,
I'm open book. I'm 47.
Yeah.
I'm here to teach, not impress.
No, for sure.
So that's why I'm
for
at.
sure.
Yeah.
So just to frame it, the conversation is about, and this is the conversation with everybody. So I just have the same one conversation with everybody.
Love it.
What's your identity to you? Like, who is Rock to Rock?
That's hard.
And what does that look like over the course of your life? And how's that evolved? And like the choices you make, I mean, where you choose to live, what you choose to do for work.
It's an amazing question.
Your relationship, you know what I mean? And then all of the things that you pick up along the way, you know what I mean?
We recording now?
We're recording, but I'm not going to
no, I'm ready to go. That question got me happy.
Oh, beautiful.
That's a happy question. That shit got me happy.
All right, bet.
So, Rock Davis, filmmaker out of Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Born and raised in the Velsburg section.
Okay.
Was fortunate enough to have 2-parent home. Mm-hmm. That's all I kind of knew. And my mother was a breadwinner. She worked at PSNG. My mother and father met at PSNG.
Yeah.
My older brother worked at PSNG. I worked at PSNG. My little brother worked at PSNG.
Yeah.
My mother was like, I'm going to hold it down for us, right?
Okay. And
then my father was a stay-at-home dad that raised 3 boys.
Yeah.
So if you play chess,
I
just got to make one move, say this, y'all make your moves. Mm-hmm. My mom was the queen, so she came down here in the jungle every day.
Okay.
And held it down for us, for me to be who I am.
Right. From
a kid's standpoint.
Right.
Now, filmmaker, my father used to do it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so my father, again, he's a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how he got this Essex County College program that he was the director of the film department.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Bro, my father don't know nothing about film. If he do, I didn't know, because I'm a kid.
Yeah.
So I used to come down here during the summertime.
Right.
And this is the best way I'm explaining it right now, because I said it a million times, but I appreciate you because the energy is right. That's real shit, right? For sure. So he would be interviewing like Sharp James, Ronald Rice. Yeah. And we see these people on TV every day like, yo, these are the powerful people.
Right.
My father is the interviewer.
Right.
And he runs the department.
Right.
And I'm just sitting here like, bro, what is going on with my pops? I never seen him like that. I just seen him as a dad, fun. My mom come home, we pick up. So fast forward, high school, the rap world was good.
Yeah.
And 90s is the best era of hip hop. Redman, my favorite. Shaq, even Shaq. I'm just talking about Newark people.
Yeah.
Artifacts, Lords of the Underground, Do It All.
Yeah.
Lord Jazz and them. Mr. Funky Man.
Yep.
So we was heavy into rap.
Yeah.
The whole North because of these people.
Yeah.
Thought it was possible. Mm-hmm. But I sucked.
Okay.
Talk fast, stuttered. I ain't care. I still was handsome. All the girls like me. So I was like, all right, that's how I talk. Cool.
Yeah.
But on beat, it just didn't translate.
Copy. So
my father was like, yo, cut it out, bro. So my father was brutal like that, but he was cool with it. He'd tell you it was brutal, but you could laugh about it like, oh, okay. I see how you hit that with me, Dad, but it makes sense. And I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
I'm happy you telling me this.
Copy.
Instead of me, if I'm scolding you, you're not happy about that. You got something to prove. You get envious, jealous, and want to hurt that man instead of help him.
Right.
So I try to be that way.
Copy.
So my father said, put the camera down. Mm-hmm. Try the camera. I'm sorry. Put the mic down. Pick up the camera.
Yeah. And
I started filming my peoples or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I went to NJCU. And I wanted to be in a media department. And I always tell the story. Shout out to Joel Katz, Video One. He's asking everybody, what do you think you're going to be in 5 years if you decide to take this career on? Everybody was like, I'm going to be in Hollywood. I'm like, get out of here, this little bum-ass school. This ain't no real program. You ain't going to Hollywood next week after you graduate. This don't happen like that.
Right.
And I said, I just want to go back to my hood and shoot music videos. That's exactly what I said to this Jewish man.
Wow.
Looking like Sonny Bono.
Yeah.
Not Sonny Bono. Steve, what's the flute dude? Kenny G or somebody like that. Kenny G. Cool as hell, dude. Like Steve Rifkin type.
Right. Okay.
He looked at me, and after the class, he was like, he said, you're gonna be the one because you were honest.
Yeah.
Because he's sitting there like looking at the students lie to him.
Right.
Because you don't even know what a widescreen is yet.
Right.
We compete with Spielberg and all these directors at the time, talking about like 90s. Just anybody, Brett Ratner.
Right.
These motherfuckers got family members and all that. They've been in the game since they was kids.
Yeah.
So chill out.
Yep.
All I said, I'm gonna go back to my hood and shoot music videos, and I did that.
Yeah.
Big Seven was my first one, and then my People's Fahim and them on my neighborhood, and then my whole neighborhood caught on, and then I was known as the video guy.
Yeah.
But I was the only one doing it, but it was fresh. If I was the only one doing it and it was whack, nobody wouldn't care.
For sure.
So I said, that's why everybody say the OG and pioneer instead of the GOAT, because everybody to their own knowledge, whatever, you want to be the GOAT. Because if you don't want to be the GOAT, don't be in the game with me.
Right.
So I'm glad I'm around strong individuals.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It does.
So what I'm saying is, I always wanted to be the teacher.
Yeah.
Because I saw my father teach.
Right.
And I saw my father do it effortlessly. Like even though he died at 59, but I feel like he lived 3 lifetimes.
Yeah.
Because he had more time than the average man. Because everybody had to go to work, support their family or whatever. Right. Okay, my father died at 59. You might die at 69. You got 10 years, but you got 10 years of hard labor.
Right.
12-hour days, 15-hour days.
Yeah.
But my father home like this. Boy, get up, get your ass up and throw me the football. Boom. So you did a good route there. You working on that and talking to my brother about something else.
Right.
That's king shit to me.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's how I see when this new day and era, whatever, it's not so easy with the relationship aspect of it because of social media.
Of course.
So the world is not the firm handshake as it used to be.
Yeah.
Very shaky.
Yeah.
Like I can love you tomorrow and hate you today.
Yeah.
Or I can vice versa. I can love you now and hate you tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And that's a scary place to be because it's like that means it's lawless. You don't have no law. Yeah. You can't even get that right.
Yeah.
So I'll be trying. No matter if I hate you, I'm not going to show you my hand and try to hurt you. Whatever. I'm just like, okay, how can I help myself to teach him to learn me? Because the problem is always like, I don't get this motherfucker. He don't get me. So it's a problem.
Right.
So you got to learn people. So I'm saying all that as identity. I always wanted to be the teacher to bring it full circle. I always wanted to be the one. I'm not competing with you, bro. Like because I didn't seen. I was a student to somebody that I saw teaching, and a lot of people don't have their fathers, whatever. I'm like, yo, I have my father.
Yeah.
So I feel like I won early.
Word.
Not discrimination. I mean, not discriminating on who didn't have a father or who didn't have a mother or stuff like that. I'm just saying I was fortunate.
Yeah.
So my identity is like based off of a fortunate family structure.
Yeah. Some
creativity boggled into that.
Yeah.
And then the execution of my father being a military man, my mother being the queen on the chessboard. She came here every day. So it was a consistency. And I felt good about that.
It's it makes me think about, I think about this often, and I've had a couple conversations about this, but I'm interested in your point of view on, school is where we all spend the most time being a student.
Hate it.
Right? But there are other areas in life, if you're fortunate or privileged enough to, where you can be a student and value being a student.
I love that.
You're saying, like with you and your dad, like if you have a mentor or OG, somebody that actually teaches earnestly, and patiently and whatnot, and sees the value in you, not just let me dump what I think you should know into you, but like, no, you got something. Even like the professor you're talking about, it's like everybody has a flimsy dream.
Yeah, very flimsy.
And it's not even their dream.
It's just a shell of that TV screen.
It's it's like, oh, this is where I end up. I end up in Hollywood. It's like, do you even want to?
Yeah, I never wanted to go back to Newark.
But you have a vision. It's like, oh, you can see the place where you're talking about you're going to end up. They couldn't see Hollywood. They never seen it before.
And they never will.
You know what I mean? And they never would, right? But the idea that, like, if you can sit in the seat of a student with earnesty and gratitude and appreciation, that positions you to be a great teacher.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And to exchange and share and to appreciate student, like it's like hurt people type shit.
Oh yeah, that's her.
Teachers who were taught poorly teach poorly.
Oh, for sure. That's for sure.
You know what I mean? And most of us hate being a student because
it's not resonating.
We're not being taught well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think
that's a good question because that's a real skill. Like all the people I'm around, like Jackie here, Renell here, whatever. Like I see they brilliance, whatever.
Yeah.
And if they want to show you it, whatever, that's on them. But I see it because I'm following it.
Right.
If I didn't care about it, that ain't my cup of tea, whatever. I'm not gonna mess with it because I see it's not stable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that hurt people. It's an official
for sure
conduit to go to the next person, whatever. So how are you teaching them and what you teaching them is everything. So like you said, it's like how are you able to connect to everybody and make them feel good.
Right.
And that's the hardest thing as a teacher. Yeah. Because you want to make somebody feel good about winning or learning. Yeah. That's the intriguefulness of it, if that makes sense.
It is. That does not. Yeah. Like. Okay. So let me ask you this. Oh shit! I just had it and lost it.
Look into the light; it'll come to you. We both looking at it.
I was doing though,
right? Sit there.
If it worked. But like, okay, so you grow up in hip hop, raised by your parents, raised by hip hop, raised by Newark, raised by the culture, and fortunately you end up with a camera in your hand.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you get to make use of these eyes you have that
it's agreeable. Yeah.
Otherwise, you probably didn't even realize like how good your eyes were.
Basically, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like they weren't a tool in that way. You know what I mean? So I'm curious about like what have you learned about your personal artistry by way of that camera?
Wow, that's probably one of the greatest questions I've ever been asked, to be honest with you.
I looked into the light. It works.
Yeah, right? So we all got a gym now. That's an amazing question because I don't see myself having a style. I just see myself having an outlook. Because style is always based on what somebody think of you, and I think I could think I'm cool as hell right now. You're like, yeah, but that's on you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying is my outlook. So even if I don't look cool right now, but I feel like I look cool, I win.
Yeah.
And then I'm holding to it too. Like I ain't fumbling in the midst of you. I ain't falling apart in the midst of them. I'm still being who I am.
Right.
And I felt like, not that I mastered it, but I just feel like I think that's everybody's goal because each year something else compounds on top of what you've been dealing with.
For sure.
And you got to alter your place, alter your surroundings and your person to the circumstance a lot of times. It involves a lot of moving parts and you're trying to figure all that stuff out. So I just said, I feel like I just had a cool outlook.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's cool, I'm like, I think it's the best stuff ever.
Yeah.
So as far as having style, I'm very awkward with that. Like, because like, even right now, like, I'll take this out real quick, and it's been hanging on forever, so I can see the whole pop. I ain't on time to iron that, so I just put it on because I'm just like I feel like I look cool still. So
yeah.
And somebody say, you know, if you had like a film coach or somebody looking at the interview, like his body language, how's he looking? Is he nervous? It's like I'm O.J. Simpson or somebody.
Right.
The camera's on you every second, bro. Like, bro, that's some real shit that you got to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm jumping around, but I'm just saying when the camera is on your face.
Yeah.
And no matter how fast I talk, no matter how much I stutter, like I feel like I got my point across. So that's the whole point of outlook. Yeah. So it's not so much style for me; it's more of an outlook.
Copy.
Yeah. Because it may corny. It may be corny to somebody, but at least you feel it though. At least you felt it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you didn't like it, at least it made you think.
Yeah. Because like perspective is perspective. It's just like, you know.
I don't know if I answered the question, but I feel like it's an outlook for me.
No, yeah, I think
I feel like I have a cool outlook. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's funny. I just thought about this thing. You know, like listening to you now and having this conversation, like. If I'm looking at your social media, right, I can tell that you're a person who sees people. You know what I'm saying? Like if I never saw any of your video work, any of your film, I can tell that you actually see people just by the way you capture people and then share that. You know what I mean? And then
that's an amazing take on that. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing. At least that's what I'm picking up, right? And then like even like I looked at the. You did a promo for the On the Set podcast, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know whose idea it was. I don't know how it came together, but it was just brilliant to me. Like the idea that like, you had this it's promo is promo.
Yeah, yes, sir.
But the way you engaged the camera was like, there's real people on the other side of this thing. It's not just
I know you're talking about when I say such and such and I got up.
Right?
Yeah.
But like even the way you did it, you know, even if I don't know who
it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
It's how you say it, right?
Yeah, and I'm working on that too because they say Libras are like that. I don't want to lose your thought.
But it's like it's evident to me that like you see, you have an eye for people and not just for inanimate ideas and concepts.
So I like what you're saying because. If everybody in here, he'll tell you whatever. Like everybody knows it's never about me. I'm trying to make y'all feel good.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I got it early. Like I said, go back to my father thing. Yeah. I felt like I got that joy early, so I know what it is.
Right.
So now I just want everybody to feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be trying to keep the eyes off of me. Like my old partner Jay Rodriguez will tell you that too. Whatever. We used to win awards and stuff like that, and these things in New York. Whatever. Like, Rock, come on. I said, nah, you did it. But it's both of us.
Yeah.
He was like, bro. He said you bugged out because I love this shit.
Yeah.
And then rightfully so because he was a bull. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love my old partner Jay Rodriguez because he taught me a lot about being solid. You know what I'm saying?
Copy.
And I needed that.
Yeah.
Because I was always, so to your point, I was always like, it ain't about me, whatever. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at your beauty.
Right.
I'm looking at your you know what I'm saying, your whole vernacular, how you rolling, whatever. How can we make that look good?
Yeah.
So I'm glad my father said that was a real thing. Me wanting to be the man.
Yeah.
To nigga pick up this camera. Right. Now you're not the man. It's you and this. Right. You don't even see me.
Right.
My camera. You back in the day, you ain't seen no. You ain't know who was behind the camera.
A clue.
Now everybody want to be in the camera.
Yeah.
They the director like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, what happened?
Yeah.
What happened to that?
Yeah.
I mean, I did it too. I'm just saying.
I
did it too. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It's just wow how I was always like, take the hit on me because I knew I was dope. I'm like, yo, if I get all eyes on me, I ain't gonna like this shit.
Yeah.
I'm not even being arrogant or big headed. I'm just saying I know myself.
Yeah.
No matter where I'm at, and I mean, not to jump around to the celebrities I dealt with.
No.
Like my man Nigel, shout out to him, whatever, because he told us how to be. He said, yo. He said, fuck all these people, whatever. But he's like, bro, they just like you.
Yeah.
Talk your shit. I promise you they respect you. But if you're looking timid and scary, one and done.
Right.
Because they see how scared you like a little dog. Like, bro, talk your shit.
Yeah.
So we would be hiking in front of like Nas, me and my man Nigel hiking, like going back and forth, cracking up, whatever. Right. He just sitting there like, yo, they on my set, they having a good time.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Yep. How I wanted to take the energy off of me and put it on you or you or you. So I was always, then I got into the service business. Creatively to make you look good.
Word.
I know I said a lot, but I just like, I don't talk much, but when I do, it's a lot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But you remind me of something else also, like, you know, I'm aware that I have had fortune in my childhood. Like,
amazing.
Grew up in a two-parent household.
Awesome.
Just the presence of both parents means an awful lot, not to mention like their attention and interest, right? And I realized, and I didn't realize this until like later in life, but I realized like a lot of my fortune has to do with what I didn't experience that
you made
apparently was common elsewhere. You know what I mean? Like I didn't get my confidence talked out of me, or you know what I mean?
I understand.
You know what I mean? I didn't get my legs swept out from under me by my family or my household or my parents and all of that.
It's amazing.
And it's like apparently really common for a lot of people that like that was their story. You know, that was their experience.
Yeah. So, like in the jungle early fighting. Yeah. Kicking and scratching.
Right? But like fighting against your camp.
Yeah.
Type, you know what I'm saying?
Weird.
Yeah. So like I'm aware that I also have a great deal of confidence because of that. Relatively speaking.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's like the confidence comes from an earnest place. I like to believe it comes from an earnest place.
Yeah.
And I also know that
sometimes you gotta remind these fools.
So you know what I mean?
But
also it's like, but if you really got it, you can remind these fools when you need to remind these fools.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like it's there.
It's there.
Like
a fact.
I don't even gotta reach far. It's there. So like I'm really appreciative of the things that I've experienced, the things that I've been equipped with and afforded, and also that I was never made to feel like I should be ashamed of these privileges. You know what I mean? And
I never felt that way.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like some people...
was it survivor's remorse?
Or just privilege.
But it's all these terms that make you feel out of your character.
Yeah.
Like why you putting that on me?
Right.
Yeah, like I happen to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and like some people want a sob story as their backstory so that they feel connected
vindicated, feel like I overcame.
Right?
Which
is
dope.
Like that's the only valuable story that there is. Like nah, there's every story is valuable.
Because when you look at the world so big, whatever, you waking up every morning is you overcoming something. You gotta go overcome the day.
Absolutely.
People commit suicide every day.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you gotta conquer the day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, you went about color and stress and all that. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to conquer the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So based on certain circumstances, I can't say everybody can feel like that because everybody is not ever going to feel that way because of the hierarchies in life anyway. But I tried to feel that way.
Yeah.
Like what you said, I'm not trying to get something snatched out of me.
Right.
I'm trying to add to it.
Right.
Yeah.
What is your relationship with ambition?
It's everything. It's everything because like some of my mentors, like I seen my man Samad Davis, my man Uzman and them, like these are the first people I went to Africa with and like was really living it up out there.
Yeah.
And for me, that was me being a kid. I'm sorry, that was me being a kid, and Africa was looked at like this dark place, and horrible place.
Yes.
But I knew early, I was like, that's not what I know.
Right.
So when I got a chance to go, I remember me and Samad had came back. We started interviewing like our peoples, and then somebody said, "Yo, going to Africa is like going to space." Like he didn't see himself going there. I'm like, we just got back there. This shit the best shit ever. You bugging.
Yeah.
Bugging. So that's ambition. But I'm talking about running the globe though.
Yeah.
Not on like timid like.
Right.
I mean, cabs getting shook down. They're like, yo, you American, give me 5 CD.
Right.
Or if not, we gonna blah blah blah. Right. Oh, here go here.
Yeah.
Just laughing a lot, but it's funny because I'm like, yo, this is shit you see in the movies.
Right.
Everybody think they're a movie star. Like, art imitates life.
Yeah.
Like you was the Griselda, a woman kicking ass, running the show, whatever. You was Hercules, kicking ass, doing that, whatever. Like you had to conquer that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, you got to believe like on the other side it's the best shit ever.
Yeah.
Even if it don't look like it, you got to believe that shit gonna be when I jump.
When I get there,
when I jump off and then I land on my feet, like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry because that's intense for me. And so when you say that, I get excited about ambition because I'm like, bro, you don't know what's on the other side.
Right.
Even if you don't get there, and everybody thinks success is the pot of gold, just this big thing of money over there. Like, I'm jumping the money, excuse me, duck.
Yeah.
Bro, bro, life's so big, bro. I was just on a flight and all this other stuff. Looking down at the water, I'm like, yo, I saw a cruise ship, a shit like this big. And cruise ship, when you go to New York, it's the biggest thing ever.
Yeah.
When you're on a plane, you see a cruise ship, it look like this.
Right.
That's ambition. Oh, that's that.
Yeah.
It's small.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's crazy how like perspective works in that way. It's like, you know, there's the idea of...
You got to put that blueprint when I hit it, though. You got to make that a sound bite.
Nah, that's cool. Yeah, it's an earthquake.
Everybody gonna be scared.
Yeah.
I do got a bad side to me. If y'all looking, like, don't play with me. I'm joking. I'm joking.
But like the perspective that you have on yourself, on the world around you, and on the world at large. You know what I mean? It's like you said, like Africa to some people was equivalent
like
to
going to space,
right?
I was like, bro, I just got off the flight. It was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, and it's like also the perspective that you have of yourself when you're over there.
Oh my God!
It's like they're looking at you like, and not everybody.
I understand. No. We had opposition out there too.
Yeah,
we had other film crews, other directors that was hot.
Yeah,
bro. We was in the trenches on the compound. Yeah. Like we in Ghana, like killing it.
What were you out there for?
Shooting music videos. So okay, it's fast. Rewind.
Yeah.
Below the Shake, and Samad's father, myself, Samad, and I forget her name. I feel so bad because she paid for everything. She was a corporate person. She flew us out to Africa for the first time.
Okay.
It was 5 of us.
Yeah.
Went to a commercial flight from JFK and then got to Senegal for the first time. And then after that, we bounced from country to country on jets, like to 5 different countries for the first time.
Damn.
And while we was doing that, Samad had met somebody met somebody down there in Ghana because Samad was like, yeah, I'm down here doing some political stuff because what I liked about Samad, like he would be in the trenches with me during the day, but then he'd be doing the real business at night. So while I'm in here editing and doing stuff, whatever, he out there taking care of the real Jay-Z shit. Because they got the same birthday. My man Samad and my boy. Shout out to my man Dez, was one of my favorite editors. He had the December 4th, and my uncle Mike, all December 4th. These are all my best friends.
Yeah. Okay.
December 4th.
Yeah.
So each one of them was like that. My uncle, I used to play for this football league. I would go down there every weekend. He would pay for me to get on the train, or I would drive down there. I had a lot of good time that time, whatever, because I was a single man, so I would take females down there as a trip. Yo, you need to come down watch me play football on some leisure shit on a Saturday night. Yeah. They'd come down there, get a hotel and chill, wake up the next morning, go to the game. They're like, oh, you was doing this. Like, yeah, I think you should have been back home, man. You're so busy up here. How you get the time to do this? I'm like, just shut up and get in the car. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So, oh man, it's so many. I wish I had like a 5-hour thing. I just want to let it all out sometimes.
I dig it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Word. Oh, yeah.
So I'm not sure if I'm answering your question, but I just feel like the ambition and all that stuff we were talking about earlier, it's just like it's a mindset. Yeah. That's a scary thing too. Yeah. Because it ain't easy to conquer that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's insatiable. Like there's no you gotta put the cap on your own ambition. And it doesn't mean that it got to be a small cap either.
Yeah,
It can be, you can have a healthy appetite. You know what I mean? For what you want to express and execute and create and build and conquer. And there is nothing stopping you. Like there is literally nothing stopping you except for what you allow. You know what I mean? Like we're incredibly powerful. We're just like, that shit is what I would probably want to express to people the most, more than anything, like our own power. You born powerful. You know what I mean?
They hit to strip it away from you.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's like the second you were born, you changed people's lives.
That's a fact.
Just by existing.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
That's how powerful you are and how long you've been powerful.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm
saying? Think of it like that. I never thought of it like that.
It's crazy, man. It's like,
wow.
And then you get
I never thought of it like that. I swear to God. Yeah, that's amazing.
And then you gather perspective and skills and experiences, and then you express these things in whatever fashion, whether it's just in the way you talk, the way you dress, your art, you know what I mean, business, whatever the case. It's like you actually poke a hole in the universe. You do that. It's a real thing. You know what I mean? And the idea that it's just a matter of choosing. You got to choose your life. You know what I mean? Because like you said, like everybody's pulling at you to make you,
who they want you to be, the image
human
of
being number 6748298. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, you poke a hole in the universe. You just got to choose to. You know what I'm saying? Follow up to the ambition question has always been, what is your relationship with gratitude?
Oh, that's everything. Because I know it can change in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
My father used to say that. I'm weird because both of my parents like had heart problems and stuff like that. So I'm always cognizant of stuff like that, right? I learned a lot from my father just being around. It's like, it's just wow. It was just like he was just showing off.
Yeah.
To his, you know what I'm saying? Not like maybe that's the wrong word. Maybe he had so much to say.
I got it.
That he was able to let it out because he's seeing somebody look like him,
right,
small in front of his face,
right,
just letting it out,
yeah,
rolling it out.
Yeah.
So gratitude, because I was like, wow, I feel like I had a library, audio book back in the day because my father talked to me every second. My father was filming all my football games and was yelling at the time, Rob, just step back a little bit like that, yelling loud as hell. Like we in a big arena, but whatever. Like in Westside High School too, like we was the worst team, whatever. But it was some hype about me until I broke my arm.
Okay.
Like it was like D1 stuff that was happening. My first 3 games, even though we lost, I was throwing like 4 touchdowns each game. It's like how y'all lose? Y'all defense ain't nothing.
Right.
Who's this tall black skinny kid?
Right.
All in the paper. I got all the news clippings still.
Yeah.
So the gratitude thing is whatever. I'm just saying it's like, wow, I was fortunate to put myself in a position of leadership, and only because I see my father be a leader on his own accord. So my gratitude is towards that because my mother and father got it right. At least for the kids, whatever. In that moment, and it lasted for a lifetime because it was a different time too. I can't say that happens now. I can't really say that. But if you try to do it, it's more blessing to you. But it was just like I was happy that my mother and father like consciously just thought about 3 black boys. From Newark.
Now, dude, you're a father. I'm a father. Right?
Yes, sir. Father too.
Father too. What has fatherhood taught you about yourself?
That I'm mortal. Because as they get older, I get older. I'm like, look at my daughter. She's 12. I'm like, wow. When she was 2, I was 10 years younger. My son about to be turning 7. Oh wow! Look when he was a baby, 7 years old. So I got 7 more years on me. And just a responsibility that I'm not completely in control of, which I don't like, because that's all I saw. Like I said before, I saw my father being the one making the decisions. So now that I have 2 strong women that are in charge of my kids, whatever, I'm not mad because I feel like I did my duty as a human, as procreating life. Like you said, when you come out. You don't know how much magnitude you have on somebody's life, change somebody's life. So the fact that I created something and something created me. So that gratitude thing is real. And then the whole father thing is like, I don't know. It's a weird thing with her because I feel like the parents worry about more than the kids, and the kids worry about their parents. And when you're not with them as much, whatever, you feel like he over there worrying about you every second, but he not. Or she not. Because when I speak to my kids, they be like, hey dad, what's up? They're like, can you cash at me this? Oh, mommy said this and that. Like I'm over here like, I just miss my daughter. So good. But she like, what's up? Like, we go to Target, I need to go get this. Stuff like that. And I'm just like, wow, it's like, don't beat yourself up. And I don't. So I realize it's not working, or because obviously I've been through 2 marriages, and I got a kid from each one of them, and I'm grateful, like super happy that I created life. I was late. I had my kid at 35, my first one.
Really?
Yeah, because I wanted to live my life first as a man. Like I saw my father had his first kid at 27.
Okay.
That was old back then.
Right.
You know, because when you running around. And, that era was different. But the fatherhood thing is like the best thing. But the fact that I don't have as much time as I want, it's like that's the war that you got to go through, that you got to fight. And, you know what I'm saying? So you try to find things to occupy yourself, knowing that they okay, because I am providing to some degree. But I feel like I did a movie about this. And that movie touches upon all of that because I feel like the kids don't even care a lot of times if you don't make them care. If you put it in their face, they don't care. But keep them out of it, they have a good time, whatever. They know what's going on with it, but don't mess up my life. This is new to me too.
Right.
I want to have some fun too. Don't put me in that. I'm trying to have fun.
Yeah.
And my parents did that because not to put it out there. My father had a girlfriend the whole way, and my mother was cool with it. It was weird at first, but my father got it right.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Yo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, yeah. I'm not saying that's the way of the world, but that's just what I saw.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Yeah.
I saw a man that was the king. I saw him every day. As a woman go to work, as the other woman go to work, and all that stuff. I'm not saying it was like that, like some pimp shit. I'm just saying.
No.
Yeah. But it sounds pimpish. It's whack. Like that culture is whack. I don't attest to that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, just fatherhood is just like everything because that's how you create something.
Right.
And then you combine the motherhood of it. You know what I'm saying? You get with somebody to create something. Like that's like you said, that's like the most best. I think Malik Yoba said that in my film. That's the highest form of creativity, creating a whole other human that's creating something on their own. They get in the brain so they can create something, whatever. So what they did with So Fire, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Two people getting together and creating, the trifecta.
Yeah.
And if I want you to come to my crib when you get a chance. I got this big. My first thing you see is was the pyramid, the picture that I took.
Yeah.
It's not some art on the wall. Like, I got that from Target offline.
Right.
Nah, I took the picture.
Okay. Yeah.
It's my favorite piece because I'm like that's the Holy Trinity.
Yeah, indeed. I dig it.
So
yeah, man. Like fatherhood. I know. For me, I know the first thing it taught me was like I wasn't as tough as I thought I was. Right,
that's a fact. I feel that. I know where you're going with that. I feel that.
You know what I mean,
I feel that.
And then in terms of like fatherhood relative to motherhood, like it really gave me appreciation for my ex-wife and women.
Yeah, for sure. Me too.
The idea of like you are naturally doing things like she's naturally doing things that.
I know I couldn't take
even unnaturally. I just wouldn't be able to get there.
Oh man,
you know what I mean?
Go ahead.
But it's like, but I also got an appreciation for the things that are natural to me to do. And then to lean into that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I gotta applaud that because I'm a man, so.
Say again?
Yeah, I'm saying I gotta applaud that because I'm a man. I know what you mean. I know what you mean when you say that.
You know what I mean? And it's like
it's vice versa too. I feel like if women and men understand that, we'll be better off.
Yeah.
It may be painful at points, but I was like, damn, you gotta do that.
Right.
Like sometimes you gotta eat it.
Yeah. But
that's what I'm learning how to eat it.
Yo,
eat the crap.
Yeah, because you have to because it's a longer term work than this moment. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo,
so dead on.
Yeah, so it's like it's construction. Construction is always ugly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The building is beautiful.
Construction is always
ugly. Is ugly.
Ugly.
You know what I mean?
That's fire.
And it's like
that's crazy.
That's what we're doing. It's just that we're never taught that we're doing that. We're taught that.
It has to be perfect every step of the way.
And then
perfect every step of the way.
Right? And it's like, nah, you here to get your hands in the mud and do this work for years and years and years. And then it's like you realize over a long period of time, most usually. Like in the short term, thinking just about like being a parent. In the short term, you teach your child something, you tell them something, and they respond or they obey or they whatever, and that feels like success.
I agree.
And it's like, okay, that's success, but the real success is the things that come back to them that they hold and value 20 years later.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking about how I got to talk to my ex-wife about something with my son.
Trying
to figure out how I'm going to play that.
But you got to parent for 20 years down the line. You got to put that investment in for 20 years down, not for them getting it in the
that
conversation.
Moment, yeah.
You know what I mean? Or even in the near future.
That's dead on, bro.
You know what I mean? And like the things that we teach and tell our children and show our children that are the most valuable and precious to us, we earned it honestly. Like we paid some way, somehow for that. That's not a thing that you can just transfer. So sometimes the payment is just in time. They got to hold that for
that's a fact.
decade.
That's a fact. Time is everything.
You know what I mean? But that's what the work of parenthood is. That's what it taught me. Is like appreciate that this is a long-term thing. It's a lifetime work. Appreciate that what their mother's doing. A, I don't get it because I'm not a woman. B, I don't get it because it's decade, 20 years, 30 years work. So even the stuff that she's doing don't come back for 20, 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm like even further removed from seeing it and getting it. And then there's like, and on my side of the thing is like, I gotta sit in the pocket of the father and do what I do on my side with the faith and patience that as long as I got it earnest and gave it earnest, it's just planting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand, yeah.
It's like I don't even get to be the farmer who reaps it.
I feel that.
Their kids reap it.
Yeah.
My grandchildren reap it. It don't come back to me.
Yeah. You're going through it. Yeah, it's amazing.
You know what I mean? So it's like there's so much to appreciate in the magnitude of this experience, and then what it's allowing me to become over the time. I get to be way more savvy and sophisticated because of this relationship and perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I get to be way more patient with other people.
Like,
this is my training ground.
Yeah. Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So parenthood, it's definitely an amazing construct.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Kind of left, but
that's all good.
What's your relationship with death?
I mean, I think about it because I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But my parents, whatever the person that created me, got touched.
Yeah.
So it's like it's going to happen eventually. But where you going to be, how you going to be, and what you're going to be, you really can't determine that right now because it's inevitable. You don't know when it's going to happen. So trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
So I try not to think about it as much.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Talib Kweli had a song. I remember that he kept saying, "You're only scared to die when you ain't living right." So I feel like I'm living right for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not scared of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't like even. So I can't. I don't like. I'm trying to frame it in the right way when we talk about suicide. Because I feel like everybody has those thoughts, but based on your circumstance or whatever, and where you at with how much you can take, determines if you're going whatever stuff like that. So. I think thinking about it is the suicide part of it.
Copy.
Opposed to you actually dying. I think the fact that if it's scaring you and stuff like that, that's the suicide in your mind. If that makes sense, whatever. So I try not to think about the suicide part of it.
Copy.
I was like, it's gonna happen, but I hope it don't. I mean, I hope it don't now. Because I'm having a good time.
Right.
Whatever, or I'm stressed out. Let me get through this. Whatever. Don't kill me. You know what I'm saying? Because of life. You know what I'm saying? Like Earth Gotti just went.
Yep.
And that's somebody who was a big part of this everything. You know, and he don't get enough credit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then even an arch nemesis 50 Cent, like these are strong people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you gotta be, I was thinking about that in the shower today. I was like, I'm dealing with little money issues and having money and doing money, moving money around, doing stuff and having good times with money and stuff like that. But I'm like, man, you was a billionaire like Jay-Z. Like, what is he thinking every day?
Right.
Like, come on, get this man some credit. Like, they got to it.
Yeah.
You trying to get $100 to go whatever. You trying to get $2 million. You trying to get I'm just saying different levels of money. You trying to get $100,000 by cutting this deal and real estate and all that. Like, imagine all the work you had to get in to be a billionaire. And that whole rap stuff for us was our religion.
Yeah.
So when I think about death, whatever, I'm like, nah, because hip hop was like, well, fuck y'all, whatever. Y'all kicking my ass, whatever, but fuck you too. It was that. So that's how I look at death. Like, I know it's gonna happen, but not now.
Right.
All right. So I try not to think about it. I try to be like, I know it's gonna happen. Get out my face, bro.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because like this thought, the consideration around death really came to me like last year. My mom died.
Wow. Yeah.
So that was
2 years. My mom 2 years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know. Yeah. That changed everything. It made it weird. And I'm just finally getting out of this hole. But go ahead.
Right. But in like my dad died in 2009. So like
mine did too.
Oh, say what?
I think we said that on the Instagram. Remember, I said, "Yo, I think I wrote a message. I said my pops died in maybe you was there. My mom died the year before you." I said that. I think I said it on the comment or DM maybe. I forgot what it was.
Yep.
But I'll let you know. I feel you.
Yep.
Because we was on 7th Street together. Like I feel like we was young boys at that time.
Yeah.
I was in my 20s.
Yep. Me too.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And it's like the realization that like, like you said, everybody's gonna go at some point.
Wow.
You just don't know when or how. Right, but
so I think about it if you don't know. Ain't that creepy?
Right, because like you say, you either planning for it or why are you thinking about it at all? You know what I mean? Because like it's inevitable. You don't need to
harp on it.
You know what I'm saying?
And she be telling me that. I was like, why are you talking about? And even then she'd do it. But I just tell her because she in the moment feeling like that. But then if she see me do it, she'd be like, chill out, you did it. So you need that. You need somebody that's helping you get through it, whatever. Because you ain't got no companionship, whatever. Death could seem like right around the corner.
Absolutely.
If you feel like you ain't got nobody saying, right, you good.
Yep.
You feel like y'all about to get hit now.
Yep. Yeah. And like, that's the thing about. Well, I don't want to get too.
Yeah, I understand. We talking about that. You don't want to get too deep.
No.
That's everything. That's you 6 feet deep. Let's go deep. You talking about death? You don't want to get too deep. You have to.
No. I'm just joking. No, yeah, I think. Yeah. But like, the idea that it's not a thing that you control. It's a thing that is we don't have control, but we know that it's inevitable, right? The other thing about it is we don't really know what the fuck it is.
That's the fear of the unknown.
We don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, all we know is it's not the existence
all we know is like we don't know.
Yeah.
That's scary anything because that's everything you want to do. Like he want to know if I get my bills gonna get paid. I want to know my bills gonna get paid. Like you want to know. When I pay my bills on the 1st of February, I'm like, how am I gonna get March? I need to know.
Yeah.
And I think that's what death is. Everybody, I need to know how it's gonna happen.
No, yeah.
Am I in bed sleep with two women next to me?
Right.
Am I in bed with 5 men on top of me? I'm just saying, like you don't know how you going.
Yep.
I don't know, man. That's a great question because I never been asked that.
Yeah, but it's like I think these are the things that like these are the kind of questions like, your personal identity, who you are to you, what do you believe the scale and scope of life and the world actually is? What is your relationship with death? Like these are the things that are either too large for us.
They need to be asked though.
But we need to consider them.
So you can consider it, yeah. If you can think about it.
Right.
Wow.
Because otherwise, like you're running from death is really running from life. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
Because like you said, like on the Talib joints, like only person afraid of death is somebody who ain't living right. It's like only person that's terrified of death isn't present in living. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
So it's like, get to living. Somebody said it in the movie. It's like either get.
I forgot what it was. Yeah, you're right. I know that. It was a ill line too. I forgot what it was. I forgot what movie it was. It's like something Morgan Freeman said in like probably like what's that movie with Tony Robbins? Is that Tony? Is that no, not Tony Robbins. My man who played in Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah,
I think it came from that movie. I could be wrong.
Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins.
Is it right?
Yeah. He built the hole and got out of jail. Man, everybody was still stuck in their ways. He said, "F that. I'm gonna live my life. Get out of prison. You know what I'm saying? Mental prison.
Word.
Yeah. So it might have been that movie. It might have been Morgan Freeman, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna Google that when we get out of here.
Yeah. Word. Yeah. Okay, so I want to ask you this too. You've done a lot of work, like you said, different rappers, different celebrities,
and
actors, like at the highest levels. Like you didn't just go back to the hood and shoot videos.
No.
Like let's make that super clear.
Let's be clear.
You know what I'm saying? All right. What is your aspiration today?
Films. I'm more into narratives, like mainly documentaries, whatever. Like people, act like documentaries ain't what it is.
Yeah,
that's all it is on Netflix.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
For sure.
I'm watching documentaries every day, and I'm just like because it's like you can throw stuff everywhere. It's not the art like a film's supposed to be.
Right.
Documentaries like anything can come in with it, but it got to make sense. Don't just be throwing me shit if it ain't right.
Yeah.
So I like that. I like that accessibility of having. Throw something in and what I want to throw it in instead of saying, well, this won't make sense in the movie because that's supposed to happen back in Act 1.
Yeah.
Fuck all that. I like feature films, cool.
Yeah.
But documentaries, because like I can interview my man, whatever. I promise you his story's so fire if he lets it out the right way. And I capture it and do that. Opposed to him trying to be an actor, he a bad actor.
Yeah, okay.
You're like, yo, who's this motherfucker? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, between movie and documentary. So I like being a documentary photographer. I used to put that on all my old hashtags back like 08, 2018, whatever, Instagram.
Yeah.
And I got to get back that because I feel like the film I just done is my best piece, whatever, because it's about relation.
Yeah.
With family.
Yeah. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah. Thank you.
I loved the fact that I got to see it. I think it's brilliant.
And I was happy you was in the building too. Like I knew you was coming, but I just happy to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant piece of work. What you did and how you did it was brilliant. And I mean that. You know what I mean? Like it's incredibly...
trust me, I see too. Like I'm not even being funny. Like I get it.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to say it. You be like, it's good. It'd be a footnote.
Right. But it's like also, there is everybody's experience is not the same, right? Everybody doesn't have the same, baby mom, baby father experience. Everybody doesn't have the same, parent-child experience. But man, something about the way the emotions connect. It's like I didn't have that experience, but I connected that.
You felt that. Ooh.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? And then like, even like I don't want to
jump around,
give it away, but like even the point at the end, like with DK, it's like that levity was medicine.
Yeah.
Like giving us that laugh at the end was medicine.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? Amazing. And it was like, but it was also like just as authentic as everything else.
Yeah, just like some guy saying like, bro.
Yeah. Shit.
Yo, as a father, get it right so you get what your kid whatever. I'm trying to knock it down.
Yeah.
And that's the real thing.
Word.
And because she needed too.
Word.
And you need it for therapy because you want to be a father.
Yes.
That's what that DK thing. I mean, they probably won't get into. They have to see it, right?
Yeah.
But the DK thing is like, bro, I'm here so y'all can get right.
Yeah.
You want to see your kid,
right? You
need this release, whatever, because you've been with the kids all week,
right?
I'm here to satisfy her, and she's here to satisfy you.
Yeah,
with the family.
Word.
That's what that was.
Word. Yeah, it's like it's funny. Yo, it's crazy, right?
That shit is crazy, man.
But like, it reminds me of like the idea of like getting it right for yourself, like you were saying, like with your dad. You know, the example with DK and that character or that storyline. It's like so we're so bombarded with what the formula should be, as opposed to like, nah, I'm the scientist. I get to work out the formula. You know what I mean? And if I'm fortunate enough to work out the formula, I don't have to have a conversation with nobody else about this thing.
That's a fact.
Like, I figured out what works here. You know what I mean? And the people who have equity in this thing all agree that this works.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? End of story. End of discussion. There's no interviews to be had, no further questions. You know what I'm saying?
I felt that.
It's like, but it takes everybody accepting that, no, we have the power, we have the responsibility, we have the control, and we don't have to, it don't got to make sense outside of this house, outside of this circle, outside of this group of people. Like, it don't matter what anybody else is doing or what everybody else is doing. You know what I mean? This works. Because what everybody's doing don't work.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
Everybody doing a bunch of shit that ain't working.
Bunch of shit that ain't working.
I'll be looking like,
I'm like, yo, man.
Oh, like, okay. Like, wasting a lot of time with that.
A lot of time.
Yeah. Like, get it
You
right.
ain't getting it back either.
So, all my friends are laughing at me because I say this term all the time. I say, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So I'm looking at you. I'm looking at how you do that. I'm like, okay, I can see you're not going to do this good.
Right.
I need you to do this good because I've seen how you doing that.
Yeah.
So I learned that early too. Like, how you do one thing is how you do everything.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Yep.
Yeah. So I know what you mean by that. It's like, bro, let's get it right.
Yeah. Yo, bro, that's it, bro.
Yeah, that's it, bro. I'm loving it, bro.
I appreciate it.
I didn't want to jump everything, and like I said, because this is what exactly what you asked me is exactly what I needed to say today. I was joking around with them today about how I was feeling because I hit Manella up. What I say? What I do? What I do today? What I do? Was you surprised? Just tell me what I did real quick.
Came by the office and gave me a hug.
Say word.
And then when I called you, what did I say? You say it. What did I say?
Yeah,
because I was excited to get my energy levels up because I wanted to talk to him because this is my man. I know him since I used to see him every day as a family. I'm like, I'm a young kid that's single.
Yeah.
I'm knocking him down.
Right.
Like I had the Lexus coupe. I'm pulling out like that, and I'm seeing a family man across the street every day. I'm like. I was like, I want to say what up to him. I always wanted to say, yo, whatever, but it's always like a nod. It's like, because he was busy. He was in the shit. He was in the shit that I found out what the shit was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, and I was telling him, well, I told you earlier about the stuff you were doing downtown, like the content, whatever. I was like, yo, I get it because that's what I want too.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as like the energy of being creative, whatever, in the midst of you doing what you want to do.
Right.
So I wanted to get my energy level up to talk to you.
I dig it. I appreciate
because if I had a shitty day, came in, whatever, it probably would have been the same way, but I know for me, when I walk out of this, whatever, it's one of my best interviews I've ever had in my entire life.
Thank you, fam. That means a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I wanted to say that.
I beloved it.
Yes, sir. Come on, man. Yes, sir.